Welcome, Cassandra, to Raw and Cooked Vegan.
Thanks.
Great to have you. And I don't know if you've seen any of the videos I do, Cassandra, but the way I usually start them is to simply ask you, what was it like for you growing up in terms of diet? Did your
Yes.
parents know much about nutrition? Were they at all conscious? Was it kind of a standard American diet upbringing? Tell us about that.
Okay. I was raised by several people, and everywhere I went, it was a sad diet.
Okay. All right.
I was adopted.
Okay. All right. And how would you characterize your health in general being on that diet?
Poor. Very poor. Yes.
Okay. All right. And
Since I was a young child.
since you're a young child. Okay.
Yes.
And at what? Well, I guess tell us a little bit like so. Well, if you had a bunch of different, so it was many different kinds of variations of sad diet, I guess you could say.
Right.
Okay. All right. That sounds pretty stressful childhood. You had to keep moving around.
Yeah. Had a stressful childhood.
Okay. All right. At what age did you start to think about diet? Did you start to think, hey, maybe I'm gonna
Maybe 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When I was bedridden, that's when I thought.
Okay. So basically, your earlier diets had brought you to the point of illness where you were bedridden with illness.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And let me give you a tip.
I was on 15 medications. I was dying. I really was.
Okay. So that's pretty crazy. So would you basically say that through your childhood, your health was getting worse and worse progressively until the point you were in bed? And what can you characterize the illness for us? What was it?
Multiple sclerosis.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yes. And it's a very difficult disease.
Exactly.
It can take the life out of you. You can't walk. You can't do anything.
Yeah. It's crazy. I remember seeing somebody describing it was saying it's like someone's just shooting different parts of your nervous system arbitrarily.
Correct.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. So you were on how many medications?
15.
15. All right.
Yes.
And nobody up to this point had said that maybe there's a possible relationship between this and diet.
No, nobody.
Okay. And I imagine you had probably read a lot about multiple sclerosis and learned as much as you could, right? Or were you kind of
right?
And were you like I know a lot of people, they just basically assume that the doctors have the best knowledge about it.
Yes.
So you trust them, you trust the doctors, and yet would you say you had progressive multiple sclerosis for how long? At what age were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed when I was 19, and over the years it got worse.
Okay. So over several years, no doctor suggested there was any relationship between diet. Okay.
No.
All right.
No doctor suggests that. No doctor has suggested that diet has anything to do with it.
All right. And what is your personal conclusion now? Would you say, yes, obviously there is a relationship between diet and multiple?
Yes. Diet is everything. Diet is everything.
Okay. So tell us the story. Walk us through what happened for you. What was the aha moment for you that made you start thinking outside of the medical box?
I just woke up. And went off all the medicines.
Wow. Okay.
Gradually. Then I was on Tysabri, and then the medicines started again, the antidepressants, and I said no, and put everything down and walked away.
Wow. And you did that like all at once. Did you have any like detox symptoms while the medication was coming out?
Yes.
Wow.
I had several problems, but it's been okay.
Okay. Gotcha. How long ago was it that you dropped all the meds?
Let's see. January 1st, a year ago.
A year ago. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And did you?
I was on a medicine that you had to go in the cancer center for.
Okay.
And then I dropped it.
All right.
Told
And
the doctor,
the doctors, what?
I told the doctor no more, and he fired me.
He fired you. No,
Yes.
you fired him. You fired
Yes.
him, and congratulations.
Right.
So at this time that you made this pretty huge decision, were you also doing dietary things, or was that to come later?
Yeah, the diet. Yes, the diet went. Let's see, 5 years ago, I think I changed my diet.
Oh wow. Okay.
I changed to vegan.
Uh-huh.
Cooked vegan, and one smoothie, green smoothie. And then I got smarter and smarter and smarter, and, basically went raw.
Okay.
And raw makes the difference, because yesterday I had cooked food,
Yeah.
and I don't feel good.
Okay. Good
So,
to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and how long, when you initially went vegan, how long would you say you were a cooked vegan before you started exploring the raw thing?
About a year ago.
Okay. So a year when you dropped your meds, you also decided to go pretty much raw.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, can you describe for us, did you notice any improvements? Okay, so it sounds like several years before dropping the meds and medical treatment, you went vegan. So,
Yes.
so did you notice any improvements by going to cooked vegan, even though it's not as good as
Yes, I lost 135 pounds
Okay.
initially.
All right. And when you made that dietary decision,
But I made the decision because of the animals, because I felt really bad.
Okay,
For the
so
animals.
for ethical reasons. That's really
Yes.
interesting. So you did it for ethics, but then you started to notice health benefits.
Yes.
Very interesting. All right, I love it. Since you're saying that, can you tell us a little bit about the ethics side of it? What was it that you heard that first got you freaked out about the suffering of the animals?
It's just wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's wrong to kill another animal.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I feel that way, I'm glad I feel that way.
And do you have any insight into why did it take so long for that recognition to dawn in you? Because it took a long time for me too. And
Right.
it's one of the things I try to get my head around, because I feel like it's the key to communicating this to the broader public. So what is it that brings about this shift in us that we finally see the light, so to speak,
I don't know. I started to go off the medicines and things got clearer,
Wow. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it just got clearer.
Yeah. When you made some of these changes, at first going vegan and then later dropping the meds, it sounds like, of course, your doctor didn't go along with it. What about family members? Were your family members freaked out that you were?
No, they weren't freaked out,
Okay.
but they didn't really support me.
Okay.
They were indifferent.
Okay. All right. So tell us about what happened. You're pretty much bedridden up until a year ago. You drop the meds. You go.
No, not a year ago. I had a leg brace on.
Okay.
5 years ago, I went vegan, and I had a leg brace on, and it was hard. It was very hard.
You mean what was hard?
To walk and do everything. To do everything. I should have been in a wheelchair.
Okay.
But I persevered.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And were you working at the time? Were your kids? You had your kids?
Yes, I had my kids.
Man. At what age did the MS symptoms first start appearing?
Probably maybe 9, 10.
Okay. All right. Now, so obviously, when you made the switch to cooked vegan, you started to see some improvement, at least in terms of losing weight.
Right.
And then, so I guess you were cooked vegan for about 4 or 5 years, and then this brought us up to about a year ago, where you dropped most of your meds or all your meds, and you went pretty much raw. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I pretty much went all raw, but I had an occasional cooked vegan meal.
Okay. And can you characterize for us your progression in terms of health? It sounds like you're getting healthier and healthier as time passes. So,
Yeah.
Okay, do you still have... Go ahead.
I got the brace off.
Yeah.
And there's a tightness in the right side. It's gotten so much better.
Wow. Now,
I need to lose an additional 20 pounds. And I think I will be perfect.
wow. Okay. It's amazing. And are people surprised that you have recovered to the degree that you have?
Some people,
Yeah.
but some, they're very supportive. People they're very, very supportive.
You mean people like in the vegan scene, or just people around you?
Everybody
good.
is very supportive.
That's good.
It's like an angel's on my shoulder.
All right. That's cool. Do you, can you tell us, what was it that, so it sounds like initially it was ethical reasons that got you vegan, and then after you became cooked vegan, did you start, I guess, seeing YouTube channels or reading more?
Yes.
Okay. And what
I saw Arnold Kaufman. I
Yeah.
know you interviewed him. Yeah. He's spectacular.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Really, yes.
Yeah. Have you been to Arnold's Way?
Yes, we go every month.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, to me, what's so amazing about this, to me, it's like, I guess for you now, since you're living it, it's just normal, but it's like, it seems to me, tell me if I'm wrong, there's this huge community of people out there with MS who don't know about what's happened to you. I hear...
I think they know, but they don't realize,
Yeah.
They don't open their eyes.
Okay. Are you familiar with Dr. Swank's work?
Yes.
Okay. So I've heard Dr. McDougall, and he talks about Dr. Swank being one of his mentors, and it just fascinates me that Dr. Swank was doing this kind of work. He was treating MS with diet, I think it was like 40 years ago, and coming up with pretty amazing results, and yet it's like out in the East. Nobody knows. It's just insane. I mean,
or nobody cares. I think they believe the doctors more than anybody.
Yeah, and it's still conventional medical wisdom to simply treat MS with medication. Is that right?
Right.
Which does not remove the cause, right?
Right.
Yeah. Do you foresee yourself improving to the degree that you no longer have any symptoms?
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes. And if I don't eat any cooked food and lose the 20 pounds, I think I will be running. I can almost run. I can run at 5.0 miles per hour.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Can you list for us some of the other benefits you've noticed? So obviously you lost a lot of weight. You can walk, which is so huge. How about clarity of mind, skin, elimination?
Everything's improved.
Everything, yeah.
My skin has greatly improved. Everything has improved.
Okay. Do you know any other folks who have had MS who have done what you've done and experienced similar results?
I know one lady, Rosemary Fletcher,
Okay. Okay.
that I talked to, but yeah.
Okay. All right. And can you describe for us what's an average day for you? Let's say I know you had like a cooked meal the other day, but it sounds like that's fairly rare for you. What's an average
Right.
What's an average raw food day for you?
Well, right now I'm on a juice fast,
Okay.
so I'm juicing citrus juice.
All right. And when you do that,
But
is that
okay.
like organic citrus, or does that matter?
Yeah, it matters. I think organic is better,
Okay. Okay.
but I don't know.
And do you buy organic, or do you not? Is it?
Yes, we buy organic.
You do. Okay. All right. And
Yes.
when you're doing something like a citrus fast, do you try to get some greens in there, or do you think that's not necessary?
Not right now.
Yeah.
It's not necessary, I don't think.
Okay. But you did mention earlier that you spent a long time doing like green smoothies, so it seems like that's a part of your.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So do you want to hear about that?
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I would eat 10 bananas, and then I would eat like, let's say, 5, 6 oranges, and any fruit is good. And then I'd eat 2 pounds of greens.
2 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you put any dressing on that, or just eat it straight?
No, I would just eat it.
You are impressive.
I mean, I was knocking on heaven's door,
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very scary.
That's a great point. I mean, sometimes it's what it takes to get us to really change.
Right.
Yeah. So from the perspective of almost dying, eating 2 pounds of green doesn't seem like that great
Right.
a sacrifice.
Right.
All right. Can you tell me what your take is on supplementation? Do you think that that's relevant, important?
No, I don't. I don't think supplementation is important.
Okay. And that would apply to B12 as well?
Yes.
Okay.
B12 as well. I don't think you should supplement with anything.
Okay. And on this issue of once in a while eating cooked foods, do you do that because maybe you run out of fruit, or tell us a little bit about that? Because some people who are strictly raw food, if they eat a cooked food meal, they kind of beat themselves to death about it and feel guilty about it. What's your take on that?
Cooked food isn't good.
Okay.
Cooked vegan food isn't. I don't feel good. I don't feel great.
Okay.
So, but I try not to beat myself up.
Good.
I try, but I don't feel good. So.
All right. How would you characterize?
So I shouldn't have it.
Right. In terms of your symptoms and your health, you can
Right.
feel a great difference. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Would you also say, though, that cooked vegan food is superior to dairy products or cooked animal food?
Definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Anything superior to cooked animal food.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And,
I'm trying to teach my kids about this, and they don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to get into that. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the family situation. How about, are you the only one in the family that's raw food or vegan?
No, my husband, he eats 15 bananas a day.
All right.
So I'm proud.
All right. Has he converted because of your educating him?
Yes.
All right. All right. Now, and the kids are still kind of fighting it. So what do the kids eat?
Pizza, pasta, junk.
Okay,
They don't eat any fruit.
but do they eat vegan?
When they're in the house, they eat vegan. When they're outside the house, I can't control it.
Okay. And you said they're older teens, is that what you said?
Yeah, 14 and
Okay.
12.
Okay, 14 and 12. Okay. All right. Now, has your husband noticed any health benefits since he took on this
Yes,
diet?
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. He's noticed the benefits.
All right. All right. I wonder, something that's just popping in my mind, is there anything like some national groups for folks that have MS that people can get onto, like a chat group or something where people can share experiences with other folks that have MS?
Yes, there are, but they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
will want to listen to the doctors.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
I went to a group and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear about natural help.
Is that at all frustrating for you?
Yes, it's very frustrating, you know?
I know. It's like you know the truth, and you probably know the story of Cassandra. You know Cassandra. There's a Greek Cassandra.
Right.
It's like that's what I
And
feel
nobody
like.
believes her.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, all right. There's a couple of items I'd like to hear your take on. Do you try to drink a lot of water during the day, or do you feel that because you're eating a lot of raw food, you don't need as much water?
I drink about 32 ounces of water, reverse osmosis water.
Nice. Okay. Is that that filter? That's a reverse osmosis you installed in your house?
Yes.
Cool. That's cool. All right. And how about sleep? Do you try to go to bed at 9 and get up early, or do you try to get 8 hours of sleep? Does it matter?
Yeah, I think it matters.
Okay.
I go to bed at 10 o'clock and wake up at 7 o'clock.
Okay. And do you need an alarm, or do you just wake up naturally?
Naturally.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Sometimes I need the alarm.
Okay. All right.
When I don't eat any cooked food.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Can you tell us a little bit about the social aspects of living this way? So it sounds like your husband is doing this with you now, so that makes that part a little bit easier. But how about when you guys go out to restaurants or you go visit family for a holiday? Is it difficult at all to find the food that you want?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We can't eat at any restaurants. And the family's house, it's okay. I bring my own food.
Yeah.
But restaurants, they're no-go. The only place I can eat is Arnold's.
Yeah, I know. We need Arnold's. We need a chain of Arnold's across the country.
Yes.
But how has your do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one sister and one brother.
Okay. And are they not at all surprised by your improvement in health?
My sister is, I don't know. She's supportive.
That's
but
good.
I never discussed it with her.
Okay.
And my brother is, he doesn't discuss it with me.
Okay.
He's, you know.
Okay. Now, it's interesting. You mentioned you do exercise. Is this an inversion table I see behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you use that?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about the inversion table. How long do you stay in it, and how did you come by that idea?
Robert Lockhart, I think.
Okay.
I saw a video and decided to get one. And I flip upside down.
Yep.
And go up, back and forth and back and forth.
All right. And can you tell the viewers, when you first started doing that, did it feel a little strange? And did you probably couldn't do it? Yeah.
Yes, it felt strange. But in the beginning, when I did it, I couldn't, I didn't have full control of my right leg. So it was very,
tiring for your left leg.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. What I remember, I used to teach yoga and do in yoga we do inversions. So there are positions you get into where you're upside down essentially, and oftentimes when people first start doing them, they get blood pooling in the head and they get some pressure. But if you keep at it over time, people notice that they can stay upside down for longer periods of time. Is that true for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. And,
I only could stay a minute. Now I can stay 10 minutes.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And, that's really a brilliant thing for you, especially, I think, when you have MS, because obviously all that's going down, all that's happening in the brain.
Yeah.
And to be able to get the brain properly oxygenated is so beneficial.
Yes.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask you, it's kind of a theory I have, and of course I don't have any medical experience, but it seems to me that a lot of these nervous disorders are probably related. The tendency within traditional medicine is to diversify and specialize. So they have all of these myriad nervous disorders, MS being one, but then there's a lot of others that are slightly different.
Right.
And so medical professionals tend to look at all of these varied neurological disorders as totally different, ailments. But I'm wondering if might not all have a common source of their problem is diet related.
Right.
So, yeah. Have you?
I think anyone can recover from anything.
Wow.
Except I don't know about little children who are born that way, but I think spinal cord injuries. I think everything. I think everything can be reversed.
Wow, that's amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us? Have you in your journey with all this? Have you learned anything about the environment and the effects of animal food production on the environment?
Yeah, I've learned about keeping the cows alive to slaughter them. I've learned about everything.
Yeah, yeah. The excessive use of water, the
Yes.
the way that the amount of grain required to feed cattle that could be used to feed human beings. Yeah.
Right.
The pollution. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Now, is there anything else? What are you doing now? Do you have a website that people can go to?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a website.
All right. Has Arnold interviewed you for his channel?
Yes.
Great. So people can go to Arnold's Way, and I think his channel is called Arnold's Way channel or something like that. I'll post it in the video. But yeah, is there anything that you would like to share with the public or the viewer about living this way? Are there any tips you'd like to give someone?
Just never give up. Never ever give up.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. And boy, I guess we've kind of covered it.
Yes, and the mental clarity is brilliant. I think so many people are in such a daze.
It's interesting for those of us that don't have MS. If we observe someone who's experiencing symptoms of MS, it's often like a physical tic or an inability to do something physically, but we're not necessarily able to see what's going on in that person's head.
Right.
And of course, the same thing's going on in the brain also, right? So
right.
It's affecting the whole system.
Yes.
It's got to be, and that's got to be it's got to be horrifying to be in that situation where you don't know what's going to give out next. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. But
it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's a dreadful disease.
Let's say you were talking to someone else who had MS, and up until now they had never really heard of diet influencing their health, and they were still surrounded by medical doctors, and their family was still kind of pushing them for traditional treatment. What would you recommend that they do?
Eat differently. You know, you know, you can't. I'm fortunate because I didn't grow up in a typical family, so I'm fortunate because I rely on myself.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for it.
Wow. All right, and what else? Now, are you up in New York also? Are you in?
I'm in New Jersey.
New Jersey, okay.
An hour and a half away from Arnold's.
Okay, so that's like a weekend journey for you, huh? Yeah.
Right.
All right.
But
well,
he's been super.
He's an amazing spirit. I mean, he's quite a character.
Yes.
Yeah. We're lucky to have him, and I mean, he's doing some amazing stuff with his place there. It's like when you go there, that's just like an open buffet, and my understanding is it's completely raw, right? And is that daily? Is he open daily?
Yes, every single day.
Wow. Yeah. And he has is it a 30
But he does like cashew sauces and nut sauces. So he doesn't particularly eat how he eats better than the average person.
Yeah.
You know, because he was sick.
Yeah.
And when you're sick, you'll do anything.
Yeah. But you're saying so for you kind of stay away from nuts and
yes.
Okay. Do you do what's your take on EFAs, essential fatty acids? Do you try and incorporate some flaxseed or chia seed in your diet?
Not right now.
No. Okay.
No, right. Not right now.
But you maybe go through periods where you do?
Yes.
Okay.
But when I do, I don't feel so good. So.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And this juice fast that you're on right now, how long do you plan to do that?
A month. 30 days.
And have you done this before?
I've done some dabbling with it. I went 7 days juice fasting, but I'm going to juice fast for 30 days.
All right. And
hopefully, maybe 60 days, maybe 90 days.
Okay. And are you at all concerned about the citrus fruit and the teeth? Some raw fooders that do a lot of citrus end up having some tooth issues. Are you being careful about that?
Yes, very careful, because I like my teeth.
And how does that manifest? What steps are you taking to protect your teeth?
I'm brushing after I drink.
Okay.
And I floss. It squirts water. Do you know the name of it?
Oh, like a yeah, I know what you're talking about. Water pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do the water pick several times a day.
Okay. Great. Okay. All right. Someone had said to me recently that if you're eating a lot of citrus and you brush immediately after eating it, that it can have some negative effect on the enamel. I don't know. It sounds like you're doing the wise thing. What's your take on that?
I'm water picking after I drink it, and I'm waiting at least a half an hour to brush my teeth.
Interesting. Okay, very interesting.
I know there's so many things to be careful of, but I'm trying.
Well, that's incredible. You're doing great. Now,
yeah, and my teeth have been good for the. I've been on this juice fast on and off for a month, and my teeth have been good. So hopefully they will stay that way.
That's good. That's good. And you're not at all concerned about vitamin D. I mean, you're in New Jersey. You're probably not getting a lot of sun right now.
Yeah. It concerns me, but I go out for at least 10 minutes a day.
Okay.
On days that there's sun, but you know, you can't be a stickler.
Right. But you're not willing to supplement with vitamin D.
No.
Okay. I know Arnold.
Supplementing isn't good. Supplementing vitamin D from the sun, I don't think is good because it's not from the sun.
Yeah. Be careful with that because I know some vegans have tried that for a long period of time and then they get tested and find that their blood levels of vitamin D are really low. But yeah. I respect your position and I know a lot of vegans do that. So I hope it works well for you. The only reason I'm also thinking about it is because of the teeth. So if the vitamin D gets really low, it could be a contributing factor in damage to the teeth.
Okay.
But anyway, I totally respect.
But how do they get vitamin D in a bottle?
Yeah, there's a couple of sources of it. I think it's hard to get it without some animal, source. So there's one primary source is sheep. They get it. There's lanolin. Lanolin. It comes from the skin of sheep. So I don't know if that is from sheep that are killed or if it's from sheep's wool that's been cut off. So I'm not so sure on that. I know there are vegan vitamin Ds on the market.
Right.
And apparently you can get vitamin D from mushrooms. Apparently you can put mushrooms out in the sun and they'll get extra vitamin D, and that's one way to up your source a little bit.
Okay.
I think too.
I get my blood tests every 6 months.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
You might ask them next time you do it. Ask them if they can check the vitamin D levels in there.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've never had a problem before. Okay, that's good.
No.
That's good. All right. Wow. Anything else you want to throw in here?
No.
All right. Well, it's a real pleasure. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, that's okay. It's my pleasure.
All right. I really want to get this message out to folks that have MS. I want them to know about Dr. Swank, about people like you who are doing this. It's just so simple, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, good luck to you, and you look great.
Thank you. Thanks. And if you have any more questions, just ask me.
All right, Cassandra. All right, will do.
Take care.
All right, take care. Nice to meet you.